see an opportunity here, Cookie.
What?
Nothing.
So, no, what? You say you.
No, I just. You can make some money off of this. You should. Have you tried?
That's a great idea. I should start at patreon.com/movingscreen.
That's a great idea. Maybe I should subscribe.
Maybe.
Maybe if I'm enjoying watching this later, I should subscribe.
And hopefully this doesn't come back to bite us in the end of the podcast. And then we have to remember to die at the end of the show.
Okay, yeah.
Or have someone kill us.
That sounds great.
Okay, cool.
The University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, Richie Owen!
Welcome to Moving Screen. This is a movie podcast where we talk about basketball. This is season 2. We're not just talking about basketball movies. Are you kidding me?
It's season 2?
This is season 2. 10 episode seasons.
Oh.
The first 10 episodes are about basketball movies.
Now
it's not just about basketball movies. It's also about whatever movies I want to talk about.
Okay.
And this season's all about A24. And it's A24 movies.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I didn't know why you sent me the list of movies.
Yeah, it's season 2. It's A24 movies.
I'm excited.
You said, what does this have to do with basketball? Everybody I've been talking to has been like, here's a bunch of basketball movies I think you should talk about. And I'm very grateful for it. Please keep sending them my way because I'm going to do more basketball movies.
Yeah.
But it's not just basketball movies. That'd be very limiting for myself.
It would be.
There's only so many. And yeah, we're going to talk about A24 movies. I don't know if this is going to be this is the first episode I'm recording for the A24 series. I don't know if it's going to be the first one I put out. I don't know if people are dying to listen to a podcast about First Cow.
The audio could be so poor that it could take you all the way to the end of the season.
That's true.
For this
it could take me years. This could be
Good.
the crazy episode that people talk about all the time.
You'd have to bring me back to Chicago to recut
I'll
and do
pay
some
for your
ADR.
flight. But yeah, this is A24. I'm Richie Owens, and I'm here with my friend, my guest, Brad Menchl.
That's
How
me.
you doing, my guy?
I'm good. I'm excited to talk about this movie. I really like it. I'm excited to be in Chicago with my friend talking about a movie about friends.
Yeah.
And
I guess I should have started this podcast off with like a title screen and a poem about friendship.
yeah, isn't it like a bird has a nest, a man friendship?
A bird, a nest, a spider, a web, man friendship is how
I think the first time I
Cow-
watched it, I completely forgot that was the kind of opening bit. And I was like, I feel like this movie might be more than about friendship.
I agree.
And then watching it a second time, I was like, no, that's okay. It's okay if that's all you think it's about.
Yeah, I mean, on the Uncut Gems episode, which is an A24 movie, but it's also about basketball, so I've already talked about it.
Okay.
My friend Andrew, I was like, oh, the Safdie brothers said that Howard is the gem, and he's like, I disagree with that. And they're the directors, they made the movie, but they can...
I guess you can decide whatever you want.
You can disagree with the creators of something made.
Yeah. It's disrespectful.
Yeah. And I think Andrew's a bad person. I think the Safdie brothers are morally good.
I should have practiced ahead of time, huh?
No.
Okay.
I think that's part of the charm of the show. We start off, the show has sort of 3 segments. We started off by just shooting around and shooting the shit.
Okay.
That's what we say.
Okay.
And then we're going to play a game to 10,
Okay.
pickup game. And then we're going to play a version of Horse.
Okay.
That's sort of themed with the movie.
So it's going to be cow. It's going to be 3 letters.
Yeah.
Short game.
Yeah. I was gonna save that surprise for later, but
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's pretty obvious. I already did Wolf for Teen Wolf, so. What is before we started getting into the movie? What's your like basketball history? What's your sports history? You're obviously really good.
I'm okay at sports. I don't have a mind for sports watching because I can't keep stats like that in my head for some reason. But
I don't know if you need to keep stats in your head to watch sports.
no, but I don't know. People are like, "Oh, that's so and so." Or I have like, I wish I knew who that guy was,
Sure.
and I recognize his face and that number. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, you're not bad at like remembering wrestlers and stuff. When we watch
That's
wrestling.
fair. Yeah, I
You
guess I
recognize
care about that a
Wardlow
lot
in
more.
a coffee shop.
And that's more like watching a play than anything else.
Well, what is life but a grand play?
I played Little League Baseball for
Sure.
many years.
Me too. I was on the Mariners, actually. That's true.
Wait, what?
I was on the Mariners. That's a fact.
I was on the Twins, and it was like a full underdog story. We were absolutely the worst in the league, and we won, and we beat the team that it was second graders, but the people were actually buying them like bat bags with Phillies logos on them.
Sure.
So like that team,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
always the one where all the parents want to go way in, and we were by far the worst. And of course, we even got the kid from out of state who came partway through the season, who happened to be the best person in the entire league. So we even had that trope, but I kind of stopped playing pretty soon after that because once I started getting older, I think I started grasping my own mortality and seeing a fast ball going by you. Even if you knew it wasn't going to hit you, I would freeze.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't swing the bat anymore. So I switched to cross country, and I kind of haven't really done
That's a
sports
safer.
since.
That's like that's sort of teaching you to run away.
Yeah, I think it's smart.
It's a sport for cowards, in a good way.
Yeah.
Did you think about that? Were you like, I need to train myself since I now am aware of death. I need to train myself to have endurance to run away from any sort of danger.
No, but
But I'm making a good point.
I think you are. I think
I mean, everybody on my cross country team in high school was like very skinny and kind of like dweeby, and then they became the fastest people in the world.
I think that's kind of how I saw myself. I know that like throughout my youth when I was running, whenever people would be like, "Oh, I'm scared. Are we in a dangerous situation?" I'd always be like, "Yeah, but I can run the fastest out of any of you, so I'm going to be fine." There's a confidence that comes from that. There's
Of course. From all sports, I think.
Yeah. Cross country was the thing for me that I was like, there's a bunch of stuff as a kid that I don't feel like I'm good at, socializing, etc.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pick the one or two things that I know I'm good at, and that's going to be where I pull every bit of my self-confidence from.
Yeah, absolutely. I get that. I never really had that in high school.
You didn't?
No.
What did you do? A sport? You were in cross
Yeah,
country too?
I was on track. I wasn't on cross country. I can't run distance. I did wrestling. I did. What else? I was the manager for the bowling team. I didn't make the team.
You had a
but-
school bowling team?
Yeah. You just like went to the local bowling alley and like bowled there. Like it wasn't like my school had a bowling
Oh, okay.
alley in it.
It still feels very Chicagoland.
Yes. There's one time my late Uncle Bob, my dad's uncle, great man, was like at my house for like a party or something, and he was just like, "Oh, the Oak Forest bowling team's doing pretty well," and he didn't even know I was on the team. He was just keeping up to date with my high school because I was his nephew's son, and he
That's so
cared
nice.
about it.
We had
And
a
literally
rowing-
on his deathbed, he had cancer. It was me and my brothers, and he was like, "Michael, I just want to say I'm sorry," and we were all like, "What is he talking about?" And we were like, "What?" We said like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "I saw that Oak Forest lost in football yesterday." That's like one of the funniest, sweetest moments of my life. That even on his deathbed, he was keeping up with the Oak Forest Bengals.
My school was not very good at any sports. I got there right when cross country went from quite good to quite bad, so I became the best person on the team because I was middling.
Yeah.
But everyone else was bad, except for our show choir, which I was in.
I was gonna say, what was like the choir? Because you were also in musicals and stuff.
I was in what?
You were in musicals and stuff, right?
Yeah, the whole thing was
Musicals are spring.
fall.
Plays, in my high school, plays were fall.
Plays were spring. Musicals were all in like late November, I think.
Okay.
Maybe December, January.
Got it.
But we had a huge choir booster program that also did all the musical theater and the theater because I think at a certain point the school started getting really annoyed that all of the money was coming from a third party, but it was just dedicated to like one thing. So they started to cut away other arts, which they might have done anyway, but they started doing it kind of out of spite by the fact that like, fend for yourselves, you obviously can. And so we just did a lot of like very intense things for a high school musical theater program.
Yeah, I've heard a story about someone's mother at your high school telling our friend Laura, her mom, that she had to pay if
That's
she
my
wanted
mother.
to get. I know.
Yeah, my mom was head of the boosters for a second, and she hated it. Like, she got really, really stressed. But there's two sides to everything. I've also heard that she was kind of a monster, and she would be like, oh, this person who has a full-time job doesn't want to come to this bake sale. They're a bad mom.
Uh-huh.
And it's like,
That's
no, they're
true.
not. They're tired. They're not obligated to ever do more.
Right.
If they do more, that's great.
I think that's something my mom had too, where they were like, I feel bad for the moms that that don't volunteer, and it's like maybe they have like an office to go to. I didn't want to say like maybe they have work, because being a mom's work.
I hope that when I'm a parent, I can kind of transcend that thought.
Yeah.
There's something that
can
feels
all
like 90s and early 2000s. We're just earlier generation of that, and hopefully they're more like, parents are individuals too. I mean, obviously I want to participate in my kids' thing as long as whatever they do is good and entertaining. I'm not going to show up to things if they suck.
There's not planning on talking about After Sun, but at least not yet. There's a line in that movie where Paul Mescal says to his daughter, like, because she's like 11 or something, he's like, hey, I want to know about like the boys you're dating and like the drugs you're doing and stuff. And she's like, Dad, and he's like, no, I'm serious, please tell me about that stuff. I thought that's a very sweet moment, and that's sort of what I would like to be
I think
as a father should that day come.
There's going to be a balance. The other end of the spectrum, there was like a story in Grosse Pointe that ended up being, they found out there was a mom that turned into a drug dealer for the high school. And this is when I was in like middle school.
She was a chemistry teacher, she had cancer and had to pay for her treatments?
It was really, really close to that, yes. No, I think she wanted to just be the cool mom. So it started off as, you can like smoke weed at home. Yeah, you can have parties in the basement. And it went into
you can buy cocaine from me.
I think it was a mix of like, perhaps this person has been rich their entire life and doesn't really know consequence. Mm-hmm. Maybe really wants to be the cool mom. And she just started going, like, slippery sloping down into, I'm going to go find drugs for you, and I'm going to go find drugs for your friends. And so she was the Walter White, and her son was the Jesse Pinkman of
He said
their
bitch
story.
a lot.
It was, I don't want to do that.
Sure.
But I think that there is a
do
good...
want you to do that.
What?
I kind of do want you to do that.
Of course you would. It would make a good story and be fun to watch from the outside.
Yeah.
But you'd...
Breaking Brad. Hey, that's a pretty good joke. Nicely punctuated by me making that shot.
It was. I didn't laugh.
Yeah, I know you didn't. You probably never heard it before, though.
No, I haven't. All these kids are watching me sink none of them.
Hey, that's okay.
I feel fine about it.
Good. This whole sort of thing is very exposing.
Yeah, it really is.
To look in such a goofy way in a public space, not knowing who might show up and who might not.
Yeah.
The court was empty at the beginning. Until like very quickly into it.
Yeah,
But who cares? Public basketball parks, just part of what happens here.
it's true.
You want to play a game of basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, make a shot. There you go. Perfect. Since it's my show, you get to start. We play make it, take it. So if you make the shot, you get to keep the ball.
Yeah.
Threes are twos. Twos are ones.
Okay.
Uh,
What do we play to?
we played to 10.
Okay.
And there's no, like, you don't have to win by a certain amount or anything.
Okay.
And of course, we're going to talk about First Cow.
First cow. First cow.
What is,
The territories.
what's your history with this film?
Do I start from? I start from here.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay.
Good beginning.
I saw this actually. When I picked this movie, I realized way after the fact that it is probably by far out of the list that you sent me, like the most impactful.
Yeah.
It's the last movie I saw pre-pandemic in
too.
theater.
Me too. Where'd you see it?
Angelica.
Okay. Lincoln Square.
Oh, okay. So I was with a friend and we saw it. I remember walking outside and we had a conversation about how we had like locked down travel from a couple, I think, European countries at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of one of the first times when it felt in any way partially serious. We went to a bar afterward and the bartender was freaking out, like rightly so, but no one there was like understood why. And I think that might have been the last event as well.
That,
Because that was a weekend, and then I think I probably stopped going outside late the next week or something.
Yeah.
Which was like early mid-March.
yeah, that was like the weekend I started my now former job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I started it like that Friday. But yeah, this is like, I saw it in theaters with Melissa. And this podcast is brought to you by the Menchl.
Oh!
As I make a 1-pointer, 1-0 me. Perfect way to score a ride across the country, across the suburbs of Chicago. Good check it. Yeah, I remember being on the MTA and them being like, "Do not touch your face. Wash your hands, please." And at some point, I just went to pause real quick. I went like on the train on accident, and Melissa was like, "You're not supposed to do that."
Yeah.
And I rubbed my hand in her face, and she laughed, and we all laughed at how silly the whole thing was.
How things change.
And like 2 days too.
The other thing was, the reason I wanted to see it, is because of William Tyler scored it.
Sure, this score is really beautiful on this movie.
And
Who's William Tyler? What's he done?
So, I found
Lead
he does
singer of
like
Aerosmith?
he was a guitarist with Silver Jews at one point, I think.
One of my favorite bands who I like. They're truly one of my favorite bands, but I always I don't know like any song titles except for Random Rules. And when I listen to them, I'm like, wow, this guy's a genius, but I don't remember anything of it or
I
know
think I'm
anybody
kind of
else in
similar, to be totally honest.
it. But William Tyler was in the band.
Yes, he doesn't sing. He just plays instrumentals now, like
Sure.
his solo stuff, and it's kind of it's very melodic. Sometimes psychedelic. A lot of his stuff kind of sounds like Willie Nelson could just slide in and start singing over the top of it.
That's cool.
And Yeah, he lives in, I think, Nashville, but he's part of like this whole American primitive folk instrumental thing with like Steve Gunn and others. And Steve Gunn lives in Brooklyn, and he for a while had a regular like jam concert where people in the scene, including William Tyler, would fly in and just kind of play jam sessions at Union Pool together.
That's cool. It's a good venue.
And
Or an interesting venue, I guess.
yeah, it's funny because it's like a hookup spot for young people in Brooklyn. It's like where you go in your early mid-20s to hook up, but the back is like, oh wait, that's fine.
Yeah, it's your
The back is actually a good music venue that's got like punk bands, and like I saw Bitchin' Baja's there.
I saw Advanced Bass there.
You saw who?
Advanced Bass.
Who's that?
It's a good band. Chicago guy, actually. And I also, the opener was like the guy from Teenage Halloween, or the person from Teenage Halloween, if you know that band. So
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the score in First Cow is beautiful.
Yeah.
The sound, all the sound is honestly
Yes.
very nice.
I pretty religiously listened to him the year prior to the pandemic, and then, like a lot of people, got really into instrumental and ambient stuff during
Yeah.
the pandemic, and he's tangential to all that.
Yeah.
So, probably one of my most listened to artists of all time, and
Of all time?
well, no, sorry, of the last few years, of like current Brad, I think. And so that's why I needed to go,
Sure.
and it was a good movie.
I think, honestly, Melissa is a big Cow person.
Hey.
2 points. It's a 2-1 for you. Oof, I just got that ball going way over the roof. It's 2-1 you. Melissa's a big Cow person, so I think we just kind of wanted to see the movie about the cow, but we watched some Kelly Reichardt's other movies before, and I don't know. I really like her work.
It's really interesting because it feels like it was hinting at the theme of my next 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be sitting and looking at, like, nature from a distance,
Sure.
and you're going to be quiet, and you're going to listen to, like, field recordings, and you're going to try to just be as chill as possible.
Yeah.
And not be exciting.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't rewatch it during the pandemic. I think it would have been really soothing.
I think this is my third or fourth watch of it. I definitely, like, when it was available to rent, we rented it. Hey, 3-1. But yeah, I just, it was also like, I think this was the first A24 movie to come out. It was like, it was banger after bang. It was like Midsummer, Lighthouse, Uncut Gems, First Cow. Like,
Oh, really?
like it was like, if not that, very, very close to it. Maybe there, like Last Black Man in San Francisco, I think
Yeah.
might have been in between there.
It's a good streak.
Yeah.
In like
That's when
not-
they
in
sort of
like,
got
what,
their
2 or 3 years.
1 year.
1 year?
All those movies came out in 2019.
Oh my god. 2019 was a blessed year in a lot of
It really
respects.
was. It gave us a lot, and then it was all taken away.
It also feels like super rose-colored glasses
Yeah.
as well.
I have purple-colored glasses on right now.
I have normal colored sunglasses.
But yeah, I know my friend Fran Hoffner is a big cowhead. I think she gave it like a glowing review, so I was really excited about that. Really trust her taste. It's just, man, the beginning of the movie is Cookie, John Majaro, who is, I think, quietly one of the best actors.
Seeing him in
4-2.
past lives really
Yeah,
solidified
he's
it
so
a few
good
weeks
in Past
ago.
Lives. He was in a movie called Call Jane about abortion people in Chicago. There's like a secret underground abortion thing. That's a really bad movie. That's sort of like if Remember the Titans was about abortion.
Okay.
And like pro-abortion. like not like a
Right, obviously.
whatever that one movie that's out right now that people are seeing that's like about the child trafficking. It's like the number 2 movie in America behind Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Alex Jones won't stop talking about it.
Who won't?
Alex Jones.
Oh, hell yeah.
I listen to Knowledge Fight sometimes, which is a couple of Chicago guys.
Who?
Talk. Dan and Jordan, I forget their last names.
Cool, that's fine.
Michael
Jordan?
What?
Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan and Bobby Dan.
Wow.
I don't know anyone with Dan as their last name.
I'm sure I could think of it.
Jeff Daniels. Oh my God, camera fell up. I need a hat. But yeah,
John Majaro. Yeah, he's in Call Jane. He plays a Chicagoan in it. And it's really sweet to hear him do a Chicago accent. It's not a good movie, but he's the best part in it. I think he needs to be in more stuff. But
I watched a interview with him.
Fran interviewed him, and it's good. Recommend checking it out.
I'll check that out. I watched a couple interviews with him after this movie, and he seems really nice, but also intentional. He's like, I don't think I'm going to become a movie star,
Yeah.
but I keep getting asked to do very interesting things that I really appreciate.
Yes.
And he seems to take it quite seriously. He's like, I don't know.
He's in. Kelly Riker had a new movie come out this year, which I can't remember what it's called.
Oh yeah, he's in a new Kelly. No.
Yeah.
Yes, he's digging a hole in the trailer. That's
Yes.
all I remember.
He's really good in that. My Letterboxd review for that was that in my theater at the end, once he came on screen in the movie, everybody was like, "Yeah!"
Really?
Which isn't true.
Oh.
And they didn't sit down until the end. 5-2.
I thought you got another one. Uh-oh.
Was it a 3 that I made earlier? In which case,
Yes, you did. So you have 3?
I'll say 2.
Okay.
But yeah, Johnny Boy's a cook for what are they? Some
They're fur trappers.
fur trappers.
Because they were asking him if he did was there for the gold.
Yeah,
and
I wasn't
he
sure
said,
if it
no,
was-
we have a trapping share.
So they're trapping fur. And all the other guys are very macho men who don't like them. Remind me of me in high school, kind of. And he runs into a naked Chinese man in the
Why do you think he's naked?
forest. The Russians, I think, stripped him to humiliate him.
Okay.
Because he says that the Russians, gutted his friend.
Oh, right.
So he killed one of the Russians.
You think he was going to get gutted too or something?
Yeah, I think so. Don't want to ruin his clothes. They probably took his clothes for themselves, honestly, given the time era, or the time period. Yeah, Cookie helps out King Lou.
Yeah. There's the really nice moment before he sees King Lou where he's foraging for mushrooms and he sees like a salamander on its back. Mm-hmm. And he pauses and he picks it up and you think he's going to pick it up and to eat it because it's not moving, so you would assume it's dead. But he just flips it over and it crawls away. Which is such a moment of, just so you know, this character, at least right now, is just wholly good.
Yeah, they really right away, they're like, this is a good guy.
This is a selfless man.
It's a very subtle and quiet movie. Sometimes I wonder to the detriment of it. But Cookie's a cook. That's his little nickname.
Yeah.
What's his real name? Something Figowitz.
They just call him Mr. Figowitz, but yeah, I don't know his first name. Then they get into town at the nearest town, which I assume they were a couple days from in the beginning.
Yeah, I think I said there were 2 days, 2-day hike.
And they
Or because the Russians find their group and are like, "There's a murderer among you."
Yeah.
While King Lou's not sleeping with them yet, but no, he is.
Yeah. So he finds him that first night.
Yeah.
They're all asleep already,
Ball.
and he says, "You can sleep in my tent." I don't know if you ever see the Russians, or maybe you do, but
You just hear them, or maybe you see one of them.
yeah.
from
And
the
then
side.
afterward, they're like, "The Russians told us
Yeah.
X, Y, Z," but then they get in, and yeah, they say King Lou, a guy is a murderer's around, and then you see that King Lou is kind of hitching a ride with them in the wagon.
Secretly, a very funny little moment.
A few days go by. They assumedly have ditched Cookie at
they
the
say
fort because they don't like him because
6'2".
because they just don't like him. Because
He's just like he's a nice, like, calm, quiet boy, and they're like big brutes who trap fur, and they think he's not really worth anything.
Yeah.
All he does is like find mushrooms for them to eat, and they don't want mushrooms every day, but that's like all he can find. He's doing his best.
Yeah,
I don't think you ever see him kill any animals or like trap any animals.
No, but they
'Cause
do.
He probably doesn't want to.
King Lou does. There's a point where
Yeah.
you see King Lou picking up squirrels, I think.
Yes.
But
But I don't think Cookie ever.
or even does meat.
No.
Like, he might be eating
Just
meat, but I
realizing
don't
that
think
now.
you ever watch him cook meat.
Yeah.
So he buys boots. There's that fun scene where he's walking through, series of scenes when he's walking through the fort, and everyone's looking at his boots, and then you show him putting dirt on his
on it
boots
'cause
and
he
then
doesn't
covering them
want
up,
people
which kind of reinforces that this is a time that's not for Cookie because
Right.
the world is harsher than he is. And then he runs into.
Here we go. 6'3".
There's a bar brawl because people are being mean to each other, and Cookie is
Well,
not
one
part
guy's
of it.
being mean to one other guy,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
and he deserves to get his ass kicked.
And Cookie's put in charge of a baby. While the brawl is happening,
Yeah.
everybody leaves the bar except for him, and then King Lou's also in there.
I also love the fact that the guy who had the baby just like inherently trusts Cookie with his baby.
Yeah. It was a funny moment. It was also kind of. It's interesting because it definitely portrays King Lou as like more self-serving than Cookie is, but not necessarily a bad guy.
Right.
But when they're alone in the bar,
Well, part of me kind of thinks of King Lou as the villain of this movie.
he's like the friend who's the one pushing you to do dangerous stuff,
Yeah.
and then the
Something
inciting
bad.
action happens because he's trying to do
Right.
dangerous stuff.
He's really trying to help Cookie exist in this world that he doesn't really belong in. But I think that if he doesn't sort of like make Cookie be brave and do all the stuff later in the movie,
It's
that
interesting.
Cookie and him probably wouldn't have died. Spoiler.
There was a part of me that was like, maybe he feels the need to do that because he's been around the world. He's also an outsider by way of being a Chinese immigrant.
Yeah.
And there probably is a part of that, but also they kind of go through a lot of pains to show that there's like the most mixed bag in the world in this
Yes.
area. Still the white people rule all, but there's like
Right.
an Alaskan guy there, like Inuit. There's like,
Yeah. There's that line where, because they're like, oh yeah, the guy. It's right around the fight, but they're like, oh, Chief Factor's getting a cow, and they're like, oh yeah, well cows don't really belong in this part of the land, and some guy's like, I guess white men don't either, huh?
Yeah.
That's true.
So it is kind of like everyone is an outsider, but especially those two.
Yes.
And
And it never feels like King Lou's taking advantage of Cookie. It's just like,
it's just, he's a person who's constantly doing business schemes.
yes.
He's
That's
Shark
why we
Tank.
started off by being like, we think we can make some money off this, and
Yeah.
I do feel like silly having a Patreon for this, like to try to make money off of something that's inherently goofy and fun.
The grind never stops.
That's so true. 7-3.
Yeah. Okay, so, the last point is, it kind of solidifies his thing. Besides even the fact that he killed a guy and like was taking advantage.
Yeah.
Because it also puts you a little bit in the context of, do you trust this guy in the beginning?
Yes.
and then Cookie does unconditionally.
Yeah.
Or it seems. But then when they're in the bar, he's like, leave the kid. He's like, it's a baby and no one's here. He's like, no, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine, right?
Uh-huh.
And they leave a baby in a crib in an empty bar.
Yes. Which we've all probably been there.
Which kind of made me skeptical of King Lou
Yeah.
as well.
He's
Oh, wait.
he's definitely like Cookie's flaw.
Yes.
Which I feel like Cookie's flaw would be a good band name.
So,
Yeah, this is like Cookie and King Lou try to get to know each other, and Cookie's like, I was a baker in Boston, right?
yep.
Um,
No, Baltimore? No, yeah, he was a baker in
7'5".
Boston, but he's from Baltimore.
Boston.
Yeah.
Or he's from Maryland. He went to Boston, then he came up
Yeah.
across country. Sort of a man without a home. But yeah, he's like, I bake, and he makes some,
Like a scone.
yeah, or a biscuit or something. And he's like, I wish I had more ingredients than just water and flour.
And
sugar
this
and
is
salt.
during like a montage of the two of them. He walks past the cow so he knows where it is.
Yeah.
So they decide one night.
I did, for Melissa's birthday, buy a cameo from that cow. It's
Did you
true.
really?
Yeah.
How much was it?
It was like, I don't remember. Somewhere between $5 and $20.
Yeah.
Something either appropriate or a little too much,
Yeah.
but worth it for a super fan of,
Cows.
forget what the cow's name is in real life and in the movie. I don't even know what they give the cow the name.
I don't think they give a cow name in the movie.
7-6.
Ugh! So they make it. They have this moment where King Lou's eyes light up. He's like, here's a money-making opportunity.
Yeah.
They go out for the first time and they sell like literally 4 or something.
Uh-huh.
They only bring like 4 to sell.
And everybody fucking loves it. Because first we have to mention that he goes to the cow and milks it to get milk for this.
Right, in the middle of the
thing.
night.
And the best part of the entire movie is he's milking the cow. He's talking to it very sweetly. And he's like, sorry to hear that your husband and kid died.
Yeah.
Like, you're
In the
doing
crossing.
great though. Like, you're so good.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me your milk.
Yes. He's very respectful.
Yeah, and it was my letterbox review for this movie back when it came out, but I feel like every carton of milk should have a picture of the guy who milked the cow and the conversation that he had with it.
Here's your milking team. It's the cow and the guy with his arm around it.
It's the only ethical way to consume milk, honestly.
The worker and both are workers, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. And also I did realize this time that first cow is kind of a double entendre, in that it's like a cash cow, like the first thing that can make them some money.
That's true.
Whew.
Oh.
7-7.
I remember, I can like hear in my head the sound that one of the prospectors makes when he has one. He's like, "Good Lord, give me another."
Yeah, that guy's good. There's also the guy who plays Squib, I think, or something in Train Spotting.
That guy?
Yeah, the really tall, lanky guy.
Yes.
In Train Spotting, he's like the Scottish one in this
Yeah.
movie. Really good. Really good.
Ooh.
8-7.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good in Train Spotting, really good in this movie, unsurprisingly. But yeah, so once they get the milk, they make oily cakes.
Oily cakes. Don't sound good.
They look really good.
They look good.
It's just like, it looks
I
like
guess they're
fried
just
dough.
Fried dough balls.
Yeah.
That's just a
With
funnel cake.
honey drizzled over it and
Yeah.
some cinnamon on it.
Funnel cake balls.
And this is something I didn't realize until like my third watch through, which is that in the line for like the first long line they have for the cakes, there's a guy at the front of the line, like a little dweeby guy, and a guy cuts him in line and takes the thing, and he's
And it holds on him being really sad.
Mm-hmm.
And then King Lou's like, sorry guys, we'll be back tomorrow, but it doesn't even show him. It doesn't cut to him.
I think
It
that's a
stays
game.
on the kid. Is
I
that
think that was
two?
a 3. I think
Two.
it was.
Nice. There you go.
I mean,
Oh, you're done.
yeah, I guess so.
Oh, yeah, you won.
I think I just hit a 3.
So
I guess.
I feel satisfied with my performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should. That was a fun game. I really had to. I feel like turn it on. I usually get down on myself when I'm down a few points. I haven't won, and I'm on a losing streak as of this recording. But you're a worthy opponent.
Thank you.
Wow. So yeah, I just surprisingly and in quick fashion won the game. We got Brad down here on the floor. For anybody subscribing at patreon.com/moviescreen, this is a real cash cow for me. Drawing what I think appears to be the beginnings of a cow, but I could be wrong.
I'm trying to doing that thing where people who aren't good at drawing are like, I'm going to put way more detail in than I normally would.
Uh-huh.
It might not work out.
Yeah,
I
sure.
forget how cow ears go.
Yeah, they're a little goofy.
Right. Well, it's done
Goose
now.
my dog Goose really reminds me of a cow. And now it's the part of the show where we play, as I said earlier, not pig and not horse, but cow. We're gonna shoot some little fun shots, and if I make a shot and you miss it, you get a letter, and vice versa. And we play till one of us has a cow. That's
right.
just how it sort of goes. That's the way the sport is played. I don't make up the rules. I do enforce them.
Is that good?
Yes, it's very good. It's a perfectly drawn cow.
Low contrast.
Low contrast. And for my first shot, it's going right here to what I think of as my sweet spot, but I really never hit a shot during an actual game from here.
Okay.
And I miss it. Anyway,
So we're
as I
on.
was saying before the game was finished, there's that little dweeby guy who's mad that he gets cut in line. King Lou says they'll come back tomorrow. I don't know how long they're selling stuff for.
Yeah, I know.
It's not clear how long they're successful for.
It cuts and it doesn't. You can't really tell. It seems to imply. Well, the cow got there 2 months ago. We know that by the end of the film.
Okay.
They say that, but
I
yeah,
remember that.
you see them milking the cow maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
So maybe they did
Each
it.
time as sweet as the next, except for the last one where they get caught.
Yeah. One thing I noticed, that kid is the underling of the Scottish guy. He's
Yes.
working for Major Factor.
Yes, and he's, it's implied he's the one who kills them
Yes.
at the end of the movie.
Yeah. So,
But you don't really see it. I think that part's maybe a little too subtle.
yeah, and we can.
Also, we didn't mention that the movie begins with Alia Shawkat in modern times.
Yes.
Walking with her dog in the forest, which I assume is Kelly Reichardt's actual dog.
It might
she
be.
finds a skeleton and digs it out, and it's 2 skeletons laying next to each other.
Yeah, in researching this afterward a little bit, there's the writer, I forget his name, that
John Raymond.
John this sounds
Richmond?
right. That he's
No,
worked
John
with Kelly
Raymond.
Reichardt a few times, but this is a story that he wrote.
Yes.
That's apparently way more expansive, and there's 2 parallel storylines, and so this is kind of a hat tip to that.
Yeah.
Is
He
that
writes
there
all
is a
of
modern storyline and a past storyline, and they intersect a little bit, and so we just get a little bit of that on either end.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an interesting writer. He writes all of her stuff. I don't know if he wrote this most recent one. I feel like he had to. But this most recent one's a comedy. I don't know if you've seen Old Joy. That's her
No,
movie
but I've
that's in the
wanted to.
Criterion. It's one of her 2 movies that are in the Criterion collection, and that's scored by Yola Tango and
cool.
stars Bonnie Prince Billy.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
You missed that shot, right? Yeah.
I did.
Okay. I'm going to stand right here and I'm going to throw it with my left hand. Miss it.
Okay, I'm gonna do an under with my right hand layup.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, Old Joy is very good. I really like it. It might be my favorite. Actually, I think Wendy and Lucy is my favorite. C for me.
Ho!
Which is like a horror movie about Michelle Williams losing her dog. Not a literal horror movie, but it is very horrific. And, but yeah, so, nice. Their oily cake business is a success enough that Chief Factor wants to try it, and he does. And it's, what's his name? Toby
Jones.
And he's good. Interesting looking man.
I taste London in this
Yeah,
cake.
he tastes London in his cake. It reminds him of home to the point where he's like, who taught you how to bake? I think to be like, is it the guy I know from my bake shop? ICO. And it's not. And try to go from behind it. But yeah, he's like, okay, so I have this like American guy coming in who says that we have no good food in this part of the country. Can you make some oily cakes for
clafouti?
Clafouti, that's right. Which, again, shout out Melissa. She made a clafouti during the pandemic.
Was it good?
It was vegan, and it wasn't as good as I think either of us were hoping because we never made it again. But it was not bad. It was pretty good. And
a friend of mine made one for me, not for me, but for the house, unrelated to the first cow actually, also during the pandemic, and it was also less good than I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
It looks like it could be really good. It's kind of just like light custardy dough around berries.
Yeah, it's
and the
like
dough
kind of
itself isn't doing much. It's mostly the berries.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a blueberry muffin, but flat and circular.
Like a frittata, but without eggs.
Yes.
And with fruit.
So they have to go to Chief Factor's house and present him with the stuff made from milk with his cow, and they're worried about it.
And this is right before there's a short scene where they're like, this is too much to keep in the house. We need to hide it in a tree. All the money. And then they're like, then he was like, we should stop. It's getting dangerous. And King Lou's like, we're almost there. We can move to like California or something and start a bakery. But there's too much of a opportunity right now because there's no cows around here yet.
So Cookie's like, we should stop, and King Lou is like,
let's keep going
because we can still make money.
Although just before, like they get the milk again.
Yeah.
He's making the clafouti, and King Lou's talking to him, and that's the first time that King Lou's like, hey, it's getting kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
And Cookie's like, we can't say no now. We already said yes. It's like literally the perfectly wrong moment to be like, maybe we should stop.
Yeah.
It's a little bit much of a trope of like, we're in too deep the moment that they're in too deep. And then we have the tea time thing.
Yeah, and they have tea, which features. I wish it featured the Metra. I wish that they sort of explored ways to get from Chicago to the suburbs. I wish that they kind of explored one way to travel around the Chicagoland area. I wish they sort of took a break from the Pacific Northwest stuff and just sort of talked about the Metro, but they didn't.
That would have been great.
But instead, they have tea at Chief Factor's house, and one of the actors there is Lily Gladstone, who is in Certain Women, Kelly Reichardt's movie. She's so fucking good in that. Even if you don't like that movie, you will like her performance in it. And she is starring in Killers of the Flower Moon alongside Leonardo DiCaprio, directed by Martin Scorsese, and she is going to win an Oscar for that performance. I'm calling it right now as I throw the ball against the wall, and as it comes back, I sort of catch it, and then I make a shot, and I don't make it.
Well, that's a good idea, so I'm going to do something similar.
Oh my god.
That shouldn't have worked.
That should not have worked. But, a cow. I got a cow. First cow for me.
Nice.
congratulations on winning that. We still got some movie to talk about, so we can still just shoot around, I guess.
Yeah.
We're kind of right near the end. Lily Gladstone, really great, has like a sweet little moment, like 2 lines in this movie. She's a translator for the Native Americans.
Yeah.
And yeah, they bring the food and the general's impressed and Chief Factor's happy.
I don't think they even eat it. I think they just show it to them. He says it's good. And then they're like, you want to go look at the cow?
Right, yeah, and then they go look at the cow.
Yeah.
And Cookie is very clearly has a bond with the cow.
Because the cow's trying to like nuzzle him.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
And the general or whatever is clocking that.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a funny moment as well as a scary moment.
Yes.
Because he's just like,
He's trying to push, yeah.
he's making eye contact with the guy as it just being like,
I would say he could like,
out of the way, out of the way.
if he played it cool and like pet the cow, I think it would have been less obvious that he...
The entire time, and I know this is not how movies go, like the point of movies is not that the characters think ahead so much, otherwise there's not conflict.
Right.
But I kept being like, okay, you're stealing from this guy. When he asks you for a clafouti, when you meet him for the first time, go, hey, I heard you have a cow. I think my baked goods would be better if they had some milk.
Right.
Could you cut us in? And it's
Yeah.
like, you'd be making less profit, but you'd be able to transition from illegal to legal.
Yes, there are certain... That is one... that this movie is not necessarily one where I like blame, like, and like they should have did that, but there are like... That movie with Julie Louis-Dreyfus that came out this year, You Hurt My Feelings.
Yeah.
I think that movie is not great. I think it has some funny moments, but the whole movie I was like, all you have to do is tell your husband that he hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
That's the title of the movie.
Yeah.
Just say it. And it's one of those things like, yeah, but then there wouldn't be a movie.
I watched Love Is Blind with my partner, and only one of the seasons because I couldn't keep doing it. I like the reality TV is fun, but just like the amount of things that they would argue over after they were ostensibly trying to get married and stuff like that, it's just like, just say you don't like that.
Yep.
And like
I can't watch reality TV for that.
the amount of just like back and forth or just like holding things in or being like, you said this to me, and it's like, this is not how relationships go. She was like, it's not fun to watch with you because you keep complaining about how not emotionally intelligent these people are.
That would be like, I don't think I've ever watched a reality show. Oh no, I guess I did watch a reality show with my last girlfriend, but I would just sort of not pay attention because I did not want to be annoyed.
Yeah.
And then she would tell me about it, and I would go, "Oh, that's interesting." You know, like a bad boyfriend, maybe.
So end of the movie,
Yeah.
they go home. Did they decide to do it one more time for some reason?
Why
Why they're out there again?
Yeah, I think just to make
Just
more,
keep going?
Yeah, I think because they're like, oh, we don't have. I think that's when they're like, we still don't have enough. We have to do like one more batch.
Yeah.
And they try to get milk, and there's a cat that runs out of the house, and one of the guys in the house like tries to get it back in, and that scares. Or King Lou is in the tree and not making a good
He's doing
hoot sound. Yeah. Oh, he's going like hoo hoo.
Yeah.
And not loud enough.
And then the tree branch breaks.
And the tree branch breaks, and that's what gets the attention. Not the hoot. He didn't like try to hoot or whatever, I think they probably would have been fine.
Yeah.
He didn't shift his weight, remained calm.
The
But
vibrations
he's
of the
not.
hooting was making the tree branch fall.
So they get caught, and they run away.
Because they see the stool and the tipped over pail of milk.
And he goes, Figowitz!
Figowitz!
Yeah, like he's the dean in a college movie.
And
which I guess he kind of is. In a
Yes.
way, this is like the frat that no one wants.
Yeah, it really
against
is. This is
the dean.
Revenge of the Nerds, but not
Revenge of the Cow. Revenge of the Milkers.
They get to a cliff, and King Lou jumps into the water and starts swimming across. Figowitz is afraid
Which
of
we
it.
also see when he's naked earlier, he swims across the river.
Right.
So that's like, we know
So
we know
he's a swimmer.
But Cookie runs away and trips and hits his head on a rock.
Before that, he's hiding against like a thing, and you see the people going past him, like essentially exactly like in Fellowship of the Ring with the ring wraiths, which I think probably was the reference.
Yeah, maybe.
He's Frodo in the situation.
Sure. I don't watch that nerdy stuff.
Because at one point, Major Factor was like, ah, yeah! Does the ring wraith scream?
Is he in? Is Toby?
No, but he has a face like he'd be in a fantasy thing.
Yeah.
He seems like he's in every Cold War spy movie.
Yeah, sure.
Because he's in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, isn't
Sure.
he?
There is my friends. Back when I used to run a show here called the Arts and Culture Club, we would have like a weekly improv team, and my friends, David Brown, who's on jury duty.
Which one?
He's
the one that didn't know what was happening?
The techie guy.
That's him?
Yeah.
That's fun. I love that character.
Yeah, he's great. One of the great comedy people is David Brown, Luke Taylor, Wyatt Fair, and Megan Stalter, and they called their team, their improv team, David Taylor Stalter Y for Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
That's good.
Which I think was something that maybe I don't think Megan ever understood it, and I don't think anybody besides the three guys were in a group called the Shrimp Boys. And I think that us four were like the four who understood it, or maybe everybody understood it and just didn't think it was as funny as the three of them and me. But yeah, anyway, Cookie trips, hits his head on a rock, sort of a classic thing to happen when running away.
Yep.
And
you get a lot of scenes of watching a Native American man do what kind of looks like Tai Chi, but it's probably something else.
And it's all foggy because that's what Cookie's kind of seeing. It's his point of view, and I'm kind of interested in what that means. I don't really have
concussion.
No, I mean, I'm kind of interested in what him seeing the Native American doing that. It feels like it's supposed to be like a healing thing, but I don't know if that's accurate or what.
Yeah, you see blurry and then through a window with like...
Yeah, it's a cool shot.
Moving curtains.
Cinematography in this movie is really, really great.
Yeah. He's like, I need to find my friend. No one says anything to him. No one responds to him.
Yeah.
He goes out. He wakes up in the middle of the night, goes outside.
Probably don't understand English, honestly.
And sees a bunch of CGI wolves. And is like, nope. And
he goes, those are computer generated.
Yeah, I don't even understand this. He does the old Simpson meme where he goes out and he comes back in immediately, goes back to bed. The entire time, while this is happening, King Lou pays a guy all of the buttons on his coat to go down river in a canoe.
Yeah, Native American speaking very broken, whatever language it is.
Yes.
Whatever. And it seems like it's accurate.
I think it is because, well, it feels like it would be because they said that area of Oregon, they didn't have much, like, records, and...
Anything's possible.
Anything is. I think they like got approval from a few indigenous cultural organizations in the area, which is where they got a majority of their research from. So that's probably feels as accurate as they could have gotten it.
Similar to Killers of the Flower Moon, it seems like.
Because a lot of her movies are all in that area, right?
Yeah, a lot of tribe input, which is good. Also, I am wearing my Seattle Mariners jersey because this movie takes place in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm also wearing my fashion brand shorts that say Businesswoman in collaboration with the Oily Cake Boys and their business.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I
guess you could say a part of it is the American dream. It's funny because when I heard people reviewing it, they talk about that, and it's like, I think I'm anti-capitalist enough where I kind of didn't want to think about that part.
Yeah, it definitely is, I think, a big like anti-capitalist movie.
Yeah. Because he doesn't need to make money.
It's sweet and friends, and they also talk a lot about like how if you're privileged at like in life, it's easier for you to succeed.
Yes.
Or at the beginning, you know, it's really hard to start from nothing, which both of them do.
Yeah.
And yeah, they end up finding each other. Cookie's in bad shape. King Lou.
Yeah, Cookie has a very bad concussion still.
Yeah.
King Lou's walking him through. They see at a certain point the guys with guns who are trying to find them. There's a quick shot. They get away from him and they like go in a different direction. And there's a quick shot where that small kid who didn't get an oily cake at the beginning sees them.
Yeah, is watching.
And starts following them. And that's the last time you see him. But that's like the implication is he probably killed them because he knows where they're going.
Yeah, and they also did not give him an oily cake.
Yeah,
and he's still pissed about it.
That's ultimately why he's doing it.
I think he's like really angry about it. I don't know if he would have had the strength to.
If you were selling oily cakes and
Yeah.
you saw that happen in front of you, what would you do?
If I saw it, I would be like, well, one, the guy who cuts in line is scary, so I don't think I would deny him that. But I'd be like,
I'd be like,
see
hey,
you I'm sorry about that guy. He scared me.
Yeah.
Like honestly, just like come over, like later,
on over.
or like
Come look
tomorrow,
at me use
like,
stolen milk.
cut the line. I'll give you one, and I'll give it to you
Yeah,
for free or something.
yeah. You're
But
on the guest list.
I don't know
tomorrow.
if either of them notice, or maybe King Lou notices and it's just like, that's capitalism for you.
Yeah,
Can't deny people business, can't make any exceptions.
yeah.
But yeah, Cookie's like, I need to lay down, so they lay down together. They both sort of close their eyes, and it fades to black. And you assume that as they lay down together, they're the skeletons at the beginning, because they are. And they died together, best friends, still poor, forgotten by history, until
But
Ally
still
Shaw
important.
But still important.
It's like one of those movies that's kind of planting them in history.
That's First Cow. That's the movie.
It is.
And how I try to end the show every week is you're gonna review the movie
Yeah.
out of 5 buckets of milk,
Okay.
and while you're leading up to the number of buckets of milk you're giving this movie, I want you to try to slam dunk the basketball.
Okay. Can do. Okay.
And I also will do my review. Should I do my review first, do you think? What do you think is like a...
Yeah, because
as a
I just
listener?
beat you, so you should have something.
Yeah, but I just don't know if like it feels weird to be like, you review it and then I review it and then I end the show. So I feel like it makes more sense for me to do it and then you to do it and then
you do a
me
button.
end the
Yeah,
show.
okay. Yeah, do that.
Okay, so I have a special place in my heart for this movie.
Okay.
It's a the pre-pandemic movie I saw. It was either this or Sonic, honestly. And I am very grateful to have seen it in theaters. I didn't get to mention that an old man was coughing a lot, or like stomping his feet a lot. He was sick, and who knows where he is now.
He was stomping his feet because
3
he
years
was
later. 3.5 years later. And I think the movie is really good and really peaceful, very sweet and tender, if not patient to a fault. And the score is beautiful, the cinematography is beautiful, the acting is wonderful. I mentioned John Majaro and the guy in Toby Jones and the guy from Train Spotting, but did not mention that King Lou is also very good. Hopefully that actor gets more work.
His
I
name is
forget?
Orion
Yes, Orion Lee. I think.
Lee. Yeah.
And I think it's a great movie, and I'm gonna give it 4.5 buckets of milk.
Nice.
And I slam dunked it.
You did. Okay. I really liked the movie. It really starts off like the first shot where there's like a boat going across and it takes forever to go across the
Yeah.
frame and just sitting there. Really is like,
Sets the
hey,
tone.
settle in. This is what's gonna happen. And I just had a smile on my face the entire time because mostly just happy, good things were happening at a very slow pace.
Yes.
and the conflict made sense, and it made me sad. But like, I don't know, the whole thing really felt like it was about trusting people and loving people, supporting each other.
Being kind, even if it's the thing that ultimately ends your life.
And I just want to make sure I had something that I really loved. Okay, the quote, King Louis at a certain point says, "History isn't here yet. It's coming, but we got here early.
Yep.
Maybe we can be ready this time. Maybe we can take it on our own terms."
Very good line. Also, he has a line that really stuck out to me this time where I think Cookie's like, "Do you really believe that?" And he pauses and goes, "I believe different things in different places."
That's cool.
Which is, I think, true, and also shows that maybe he wouldn't be like this if he wasn't in America, in this land of opportunity where opportunity, if you're not trying to get an opportunity, then you're not
Valuable.
You're not valuable and not succeeding.
I think that ultimately what I took away was kind of almost pretty counter King Lou's perspective. Mm-hmm. It almost, very softly, the entire film is kind of being like, that's maybe not the great way to think, but it's understandable why he would.
Right.
And I want to be like Cookie, maybe a little bit more contextual awareness, but I think I want to be like Cookie as often as I can in my life.
Aspire to Cookie.
So, and listen to William Tyler, listen to Highway Anxiety, which is his album, and the title track. And I give it 4.5 stars!
Hell yeah.
As close to 5 as I could get it. And that went in.
All right, Brad, you don't really have anything to plug. You should plug since your girlfriend was on a talk show and they made her talk about you, I think you should plug her show.
I guess that's fair, huh?
Yeah, I'm sort of whoever the host of that talk show was. Who was it?
Tamron Hall.
Yeah, I'm sort of the Tamron Hall of basketball movie podcasts.
Okay, listen to this little-known podcast called Modern Love from the New York Times. My partner is the host.
Sorry, girlfriend's incorrect.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And it's a good show, and especially the most recent season, she's trying to do something new with it. So
cool.
And she mentions me sometimes.
Yeah.
So listen to all the podcasts.
And she helped you with your outfit, which I just realized is an outfit.
Yeah, she chose
together.
it. Yeah.
You buy it for this, or did you have it?
I had it already.
Cool. Bunnies on it. I also am sorry for assuming you don't have anything to plug. Do you have anything else to plug? Besides the Metro, which is, just an incredible mode of transportation.
It is. I commuted via the Metro for a year of my life.
Me too. That's how I would get downtown as a teenager. You can drink on it.
I want to plug just hanging out with your friends.
Yes.
And sunscreen.
Yeah, absolutely. Important, especially in this heat. Beautiful Mozart Park in Chicago, Illinois. I am Richie Owens on everything. If you like this podcast, rate it and review it. I actually just realized that there's one 3-star review on the podcast, and it is from myself. I guess I accidentally pressed 3.
Can you edit that?
I haven't. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
And I have an Instagram, but don't follow me.
Yeah. You have a very kind of, it's almost a Finsta, but you sort of need an original Insta to have a Finsta.
I did, and then I deleted it, so I guess it just becomes an Insta.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, if you like it, rate and review and subscribe. And if you really are listening to it and are like, wow, this is funny to hear people sort of breathing heavy and dribbling a basketball, but it'd be cool to see it. There's video footage of it at patreon.com/moving screen. And that's a great opportunity for myself to make some money. But that's not what it's about. I just love talking about movies and hang out with my friends, especially when it's beautiful outside, especially when the Amtrak Midwest is going by. Just a great, again, this is a great way to see the country. These people are probably going to Wisconsin Dells, if I had to guess. But yeah, patreon.com/moving screen, $5 a month gets you video.
What a good deal.
And it's a pretty good deal, and I have fun doing it, and I think you'd have fun watching it. But until next time, I'll see you on the court.
Until next time, I'll be watching.
And I make the shot for the listeners.
Okay.